Okay, so coordinate geometry we will learn. We will understand what coordinate geometry is. This is a very important branch of mathematics and it's a very important chapter for your higher studies also. This thing is that when I begin teaching coordinate geometry, I like to ask a simple question. If I ask you to guide me to maybe city center, from wherever place you are, okay, suppose we are now right now in Shiv Mandir and I have asked you that please take me to city center, please guide me to city center, means please give me how to go to city center. Obviously, a sensible person will answer that, okay, if you are in Shiv Mandir, suppose if you are in medical mode of Shiv Mandir, then he will say that you don't have to do anything. If you go straight towards Siliguri, somewhere just after some time you will find city center in the straight path in the left hand side. But then still if the person gets confused, he is a dumbo, then what you will say that okay, from medical mode you should drive towards Siliguri, then you will find Matigara, then go straight from Matigara, you will find Science Center, then go from Science Center straight, you will find City Center. Now when the person will go, he will see okay Matigara mode, he will see okay Science Center, he will see achha, after that the big building is there, that is. If anybody say that this is Ram, if anybody and this is Shwan, Ram and Sham are friends, Ram knows that they need to go to a playground. But suddenly Ram has some work, so he said that please Sham, you go to the playground, and under the tree of the playground there is hidden khazana, bring that for me and we will have pizza with that. Sham doesn't know how to reach to the playground. Now Ram is dictating Sham, go straight, you will find a white house, white colored hut whose walls are colored white. Okay. And from there you travel, you bend a little bit right, and after that you will find a well, a kuwa. From there bend towards your left, okay, and after you bend towards the left you will find a boy standing with a stick, and from there you start working towards your right and you will find the khazana. Sham can now go to the playground with the help of these reference points, hut, well and boy. In the same way, the way I can tell that where a particular place is, I use the reference of other places or other objects to reach to that particular place. These are called references, hut, well, boy, Matigara, Science Center. These are called reference points. What are these called? Reference points. So, when you have reference point, it is very easy for you to know a place even if you have not visited that place. So actually the reference point are doing what? The reference points are helping us to locate another point. Means this is our destination point, suppose. The reference points are helping us to locate or find where the another point or the main point which you are searching for or finding for or moving towards is present. That is the importance of reference point. Now, how this concept is applicable to coordinate geometry? Look at this part of the board. Suppose this is a plane, white plane. Now there is a point on the plane and the point is known as point A. Now if in this plane, if I ask you that where is point A, you will have no choice except using another point B to tell me that point A is at the left side of B. But then if I ask you where is B, you will say point B is at the right side of A. So you can see how you are using the reference of A to locate B and using the reference of B to locate A. But in this way it cannot go on. So mathematicians thought of a much more concrete way. Mathematicians thought of a much more concrete way to find out the points in a plane. What can be the concrete way? What they did, they broke down the plane into 4 quadrants with the help of 2 axes. Suppose, for example, let there be one axis at first. An axis is nothing but dividing the plane into 2 parts, suppose. Okay. Now, when the 2-dimensional, I hope you understand this is a 2-dimensional plane. Okay, so if this is a 2-dimensional plane, now what basically will happen? Suppose if I mark here 1, if I mark here 2, mark here 3, mark here 4, mark here 5, mark here 6, mark here 7, mark here 8. If this is 0, mark here -1, mark here -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and in this way it will move this side and that side. With equal distances between each units, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and in this way. Now suppose if there is a point here, now this, and if there is a point here, these 2 points can be easily located with the help of this reference axis. Whatever this axis is, with the help of this reference axis. How? These points corresponds to 7 and these points corresponds to 4. In this way, whatever points you give, okay, they will have a reference value and hence you can locate the point taking the axis to be the reference. But one axis is not enough for giving the reference of the points. The reason, if here is a point, still it is 7, isn't it? If here is a point, still it is 7, isn't it? So many points are having the same identity or the same reference. It is as if the playground, okay, and mandir are at the same position. It is possible in practical life, but still to tell the mandir, you have to use the reference of the playground, that you have to go past the playground, then you will find the mandir. Again, in case of points, that is in practical life, okay, fine. In normal life, not practical life, in normal life you can use such language and can solve such problems. But a point which occupies a position in the space is very unique. It has already occupied that position. If another point comes and tries to occupy the same position, it becomes the same point. So 2 different points cannot have the same identity or same reference. Then you will be confused. Which is what? So that is the reason now we should use another axis. Now the things quite become perfect. Why I am saying you. Now break the right side as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and left side as -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6, and so on and on. Now you see, this point corresponds to 4. Now this axis, horizontal axis, becomes the x-axis, and this axis, this vertical axis, becomes the y-axis. The positive part is always denoted normally, y and the negative part as y dash. The positive part as x and the negative part as x dash. So y dash is the y axis, x dash is the x axis. With the help of these two axes, what we did, we divided the plane into 4 parts or 4 quadrants. Going anti-clockwise, quadrant number 1, quadrant number 2, quadrant number 3 and quadrant number 4. However, these things were there in class 9, right? It is not that these things were not there, these things were there in class 9. Now the fact is this, that okay fine, this particular thing is there. Okay sir, we understood this. Now when there is a point in any position in the plane, let it be 1 be here, let 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 1 be on the y-axis. Let me make the points little bit bigger so that it becomes visible. But in your exam sheet, don't make such big points. The examiner will think that you are mad and will cut your paper. And here maybe, and here maybe 1. Okay, let us take a point here also. Anywhere a point can be there, right? Now each point will have their specific identity or coordinate. Each point will have their specific identity or coordinate. Now if I join this point to the x-axis, it marks 4. So 4, comma, if I join it to the y-axis, it marks 7. So 4, 7 becomes the coordinate of this point, and no other point in this plane can share this coordinate except for the point which is on this point. Then it becomes a single point only. However, 4, 7 is only and only the coordinate of this particular point, maybe point A. So we write like this, A 4, 7. We write like this. Now this becomes the coordinates of a point. What becomes of what of a point? Coordinates of a point. It becomes the coordinates of a point. A 4, 7 becomes the coordinates of a point. Coordinates of each and every point is unique. You can experience this here very easily. If I join this and if I join this, it becomes 2, 4. C, maybe B 2, 4. Are you seeing? It comes to 2. If you join this and if you join this, it becomes 4, -3. And O, always remember that x, y is the general representation of the coordinate, because x coordinate, which we find from the joining with the x-axis, lies at first and y coordinate lies at second. This becomes the unique identity of. Are you getting my point? Now, if I join this and if I join this, this becomes 2, -3. This becomes, say we suppose 2, C 2, -3. Now if I join this, it becomes 4, -4, 6. Oh sorry, it becomes -3, 2. I'm so sorry. It becomes -3, 2 because C it is joined to -3. Again, if I join this and this, it becomes -3, -5. And again, if I join this and this, it becomes -5, -4. Now, if I join this and this, it becomes 2, -6. So you see, for each and every point which will be in this divided plane, the plane is known as Cartesian plane. We will call a plane which is divided into 4 quadrants with the help of 2 axes is known as a Cartesian plane, after the name of the scientist who devised this method or mathematician. Cartesian plane. So in a Cartesian plane, if you locate a point, each of the point will have a unique coordinate, and that unique coordinate will be only unique for a particular point, and each of the points will have their own unique coordinate. Is this clear to you? Is there any problem regarding this? I hope not. There shouldn't be. Now moving forward with our understanding, moving forward with our whatever we have understood, let us stretch our understanding a little bit more. Let me rub this portion of the board. Okay, so now the fact is this, that okay fine, we find a Cartesian plane, and yeah. Now the fact is this, that if I draw one more Cartesian plane here, so the horizontal axis is x-axis, this will be x and this will be x dash, this is 0. If you go towards the right, it is always positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you go towards the left, it is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and so on. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you go down, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. It may not seem equal, but everywhere you have to keep the things equal. You do this generally in graph paper. Or if you want to make a Cartesian plane by yourself on a given plane, then keep these distances equal. 1 unit, 1 unit, or 2 unit, 2 unit, whatever. Now, in this Cartesian plane, I will explain with the help of a point. Suppose if you take a point here, you take a point here. Now, when you take a point here, it is A, suppose, point A. Now, what will be the coordinates of the point? The coordinates of the point will be, if I join it to 4 and it will join it, it will be 6. So, A4, 6. So, this is quite unique, A4, 6. But what does this A4, 6 actually mean? Let us try to understand that. In that way, anywhere if I put a point, it will have a unique coordinate. That we understood already. But what does this A4, 6 actually mean? This A4, 6 actually means that when anyone will say that when you join, you will get 4 in the x-axis and you will get 6 in the y-axis. That's why 4, 6, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. By the way, always remember, the x coordinate is also named abscissa. And the y coordinate is also named just ordinate. Coordinate. Abscissa and ordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate together make the set of coordinates of a particular point, which is very unique. Now, what does this mean? Join करने से 4 में मिल रहा है, join करने से 6 में मिल रहा है, बस यही मतलब है. This is the only meaning of this. No. This actually means what you know. This means 4 means, the abscissa means, the 4 means that when you joined it to the x-axis you got 4. But don't think in that way. 4 means that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from here, if you start moving at the 4th position, there is the point. So there can be lots of points in the 4th position. Yes, I agree. But at the 4th position of the x-axis and at the 6th position of y-axis, there will be only one point. At the 4th position of the x-axis and the 6th position of the y-axis, if you see, there will be only and only one point. And what does it actually mean? Let us try to understand that. It actually means that if you go this direction, then you see, let us first observe this. This looks like a rectangle. It almost looks like a square, but it is actually a rectangle. Because see, this side and this side is not same. Oh. Now in this rectangle, tell me what is the length of this side. If this is a side, what is the length of this side? Don't you think the length of this side is 4 units? Huh? And what is the length of this side? Don't you think the length of this side is 6 units? Yes or no? Tell me. Now if this is a rectangle, the length of this side will be 6 units again, and the length of this side will be 4 units. Yes or no? Now do you find one interesting thing? 4 is the x coordinate and 4 is also the distance from the y axis. Y axis से इस point का distance क्या है? 4 units. Yes or no? So x coordinate or abscissa is actually the distance, or actually the distance from the y axis. y axis से जो distance है वही x coordinate है. So can anybody in this class guess and tell, or can use their brain and tell what do you mean by y coordinate? Huh? It is the distance from the x axis. If x coordinate is the distance from the y axis, so that means y coordinate will be the distance from x axis. Absolutely correct. Why so? Check here. This point lies at this much distance from the x axis. Yes or no? So don't you think it is 6 units distance from the x axis? Now if anyone gives you a point, that suppose a point is given to you b minus 3 comma 5. Now you will immediately know, so the point's distance from the y axis is minus 3. y axis से -3 डिस्टेंस मतलब क्या, दाएं साइड जाओगे कि बाएं साइड जाओगे? -3 मतलब कौन सी साइड जाओगे बताओ? Obviously you should go left. You should go in the left direction. So the distance from the y axis is -3. Where can you find -3? So it is somewhere here, somewhere in this line, right or wrong? And the distance from the x axis is 5 because the y coordinate is 5. So distance from the x axis is positive 5. So ऊपर की तरफ जाओगे कि नीचे की तरफ जाओगे? ऊपर की तरफ. So x axis से ऊपर की तरफ, y axis से बाएं की तरफ. So automatically you know it is in this quadrant. So x axis से तरफ 5 ऊपर जाना है, 5 डिस्टेंस है x एक्सिस से. सो यहाँ पे है, यहाँ से और यहाँ से. यस और नो? अभी उल्टा मैच करके देखो x में -3 में मैच हुआ है, y में 5 में मैच हुआ है, यानी कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है? -3,5 इस पॉइंट का. यस और नो? अंडरस्टूड? ये है एक्चुअली द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द y axis, which is actually the x coordinate, because the x coordinate is found from 0, 1, 2, 3. So when you start counting from 0, you are actually making it distant from the x axis, making the point, right or wrong? That's why the x coordinate is the distance from the y axis. It is, and when you start counting from 0 in the y coordinate 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are actually making it distant from the y axis. X axis. x axis के उससे ऊपर की तरफ जा रहे हो. अगर कोई तुमको बोल देता कि -5, -2, so -5 is the x coordinate, मतलब it is the distance from the y axis. So y axis से बायां की तरफ जाना है. -2 मतलब distance from the x axis. तो x axis से -2 है, तो +2 होने से ऊपर की तरफ जाते, नीचे की तरफ जाना है. बायां और नीचे यहां पे है. तो यानी सिंपली अगर देखना है, -5 कहाँ पे है, x में है तो -5, -2 कहाँ पे है, y में है तो -2, -5 और -2 यहाँ पे है। लेकिन एक्चुअली देखो इसका लेंथ है -5, तो डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द y एक्सिस, यस और नो, और इसका लेंथ है -2, वेरी गुड, -2, so actual distance from the x axis, so the distance from the x axis is y coordinate and the distance from the y axis is x coordinate. This concept is almost in your brain, there is no problem in understanding this. Very good, I'm impressed that if you have understood then it is very good. Okay, so yeah, now let me rub this book. Now suppose if there is a point here, okay, here is a point. Can you tell me what is the distance from the y-axis? 3 units. The distance from the y-axis, absolutely correct, 3 units. But what is the distance from the x-axis? 0. Because it is on the x-axis. So if the distance from the y-axis is 3 units, so distance from the y-axis means x coordinate is 3 and the distance from the x-axis is 0, so the y coordinate is 0, so it is 3, 0. You must have written in your smaller class जे x coordinate के ऊपर कोई पॉइंट मिलेगा तो ऐसे लिख देना, ऐसे -4 में होगा तो क्योंकि x coordinate में x axis के ऊपर है तो -4, 0 लिख देना। लेकिन लिखते क्यों है, ये 0 आया क्यों है, वो भी तो जानना इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट और रॉन्ग, वो भी जानना इंपॉर्टेंट है। बिकॉज y axis एक y coordinate is actually the distance from the x axis. आया बात समझ में? हाँ, कोई पॉइंट अगर इधर है तो इसका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होना चाहिए? सब कोई फटाक से बता देगा सर इसका कोऑर्डिनेट तो 0,5 होना चाहिए। क्यों होना चाहिए भाई? क्योंकि y के ऊपर है इसीलिए होना चाहिए। अब मैं ऐसे बताता हूं कि भाई देखो ये x कोऑर्डिनेट 0 इसलिए है क्योंकि डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द x कोऑर्डिनेट इज एक्चुअली डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द y एक्सिस, and as because it is distance from the y axis, it is on the y axis, the distance is 0, and 5 is the distance from the x axis, so x axis से 5 ऊपर की तरफ है इसलिए 0। ठीक उसी तरह ये 0, -3 हो जाएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि distance from the y axis is again 0, it is on the y axis, but the distance from the x axis is downwards, and that's so that too also 3 units, so -3. Am I being able to make myself clear? Is this understood? It's easy? But I think little bit more the concept has opened. In this way you must not have heard or heard. Sorry. The concept has opened, right or wrong? It must. Okay. So basically, at the beginning I told you that through reference points you go to various places, and this coordinate geometry is also something like that, where this x and y axis the Cartesian plan actually becomes a reference axis. The reference axis, axis ka plural is axis, the reference axis which helps us to locate the points, giving them a unique coordinate. Yes or no? Suppose there is a point here. Now this is on the x-axis and on the y-axis. Two lines can meet at only one point. And this is that point where x and y-axis have intersected. And so the point is on the x-axis and on the y-axis. So the coordinate of origin is 0, 0 because the distance from the x-axis is also 0 and the distance from the y-axis is also 0. Is this clear to you? Understood?
Yes, sir.
I can give a simple question to you and you can do it. So that is one thing. Suppose so up to this much it is very clear, no?
Yes.
There is no problem. So the concept of coordinate geometry or the basic concept of coordinate geometry must be clear in this half an hour session. Now questions that can be asked from whatever I have taught, basically they might give you a graph and they might give you points. And they might ask you the coordinates, which is very easy. Class 6, 7 ka bachcha bhi kar lega. They just have to join and find out. Question which I can give you is, suppose I am giving you minus 3, 4, minus 5, 8, minus 6, 7. Plot these points. That is also very easy. You can do it. Right or not? There shouldn't be any difficulty in doing this. Okay. Again, if I tell you that suppose there is a point A 2, 3, B minus 5, 6, C 7, minus 8 and D 9, minus 3. Plot these points and join them to find out the 2D figure. Now that is also not a very difficult task. You just have to plot the points and join them and tell that fine, it is a quadrilateral. Maybe sometimes you may get a parallelogram, you may get a rhombus, you may get a rectangle, you may get a square, and that will depend that the questioner, the one who has questioned you, has given what kind of coordinates here, right? Depending on that you will plot, depending on that you will join, depending on that the type of quadrilateral will come. So this type of questions may be asked. One, they can give points and ask you the coordinate. Another, they can give you coordinate and ask to plot. Another, they can give you this kind of questions. I can give you one more question that can be asked, or that they might ask you, is that suppose a point is there 8, 0, another point is there 6, 0, another point is there 0, minus 6, another point is there 0, 7. So these are the 4 points. In which axis this point lies, in which axis this point lies, in which axis this point lies, and in which axis this point lies. Clearly, when you say the distance from the 0 is y coordinate, so distance from the y coordinate is 0. So it is definitely on the y axis. It is also definitely on the y axis because the y coordinate is sorry. I just said ulta. The distance from the y axis is y coordinate is 0. So the distance from the x axis is 0. The y coordinate is 0, so distance from the x axis is 0. So if the distance from the x axis is 0, so it is on the x axis, it has to be on the x axis. Right or not? Again 0, so the distance from the x-axis is 0, it has to be on the x-axis. Now if I ask you, are they on the right side of the x-axis or left side? Definitely positive value is there, so right side. Right or wrong? Because this is the what? Distance from the y-axis, this is the what? Distance from the y-axis. So this is the y-axis, so positive matlab right side mein hoga. Now this one, 0, minus 6. The x coordinate is 0. The x coordinate is 0. So distance from y-axis is 0. So it is on the y-axis. If the it has no distance from y-axis. Y-axis से दूर नहीं है तो y-axis के ऊपर ही है. So it is on the y-axis. In the upper side of y-axis or lower side of y-axis? Definitely lower side, because it is showing minus 6. So it must have gone downwards somewhere here. So this you can do by yourself. This point is on the y-axis, 7 units difference from the x-axis. Right or wrong? Means y-axis के ऊपर है और x-axis से 7 यूनिट डिस्टेंस में. ये x-axis के ऊपर है लेकिन y-axis से 8 यूनिट डिस्टेंस में है. ये भी x-axis के ऊपर है लेकिन y-axis से 6 यूनिट डिफरेंस में. 6, 0, 8, 0, right or wrong? 0, 7 and 0, minus 6. If it would be there, it would be a minus 5, 0, then it will be here somewhere. As because this is 0, the distance from the y coordinate is 0. So distance from the x-axis is 0. So I hope that this is very much into your brain. So this kind of questions and this kind of questions can be asked. Others what they will ask, they will not ask anything else. It's done. For basics of coordinate geometry over. Now we will go into the higher level of coordinate geometry in the next video, not in this video. Okay.